to the teeth. We're going to see a lot of, standing back and zoning. And I know the chat might say whatever about it, but the fact of the matter is that when you're this late into bracket, it is no longer pools play. It's not even top 32 play. It's definitely a method to that madness. We're going to see it displayed right here. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, yeah, we're going to see a lot of Nair up close. Now, a lot of people don't know Nair on Meat Gunner is actually pretty damn good. I know forward air, of course, sends them backwards. Not the strongest move in the kit, but it's that Nair that is very, very tough to work around.
Oh, stuck at the ledge, get off, and we see Capitancito steal the gyro as well. And he used that as an assist to his own ledge trapping. One of the downsides, of course, of playing item-based characters is that you can get your tools snatched from you.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to up B. Going to go high there that time. And I like those grenades, especially on characters that don't have hitboxes. They're going to force you to try to switch the recovery system up ever so slightly. Force them to jump too.
Ooh, okay, first kill going to 8BitMan. Both of these guys getting kind of beat up really fast. First stock gone in under a minute, and you might not expect that from this matchup, but knowing the players, I'm not that surprised.
Okay. Great patience here at the ledge. Best to take your time versus Meat Gunner. And I like that 8BitMan, despite being in the lead in these darker represents, still playing very safe. Up tilt, up air.
Oh, dash tagging right into the shield. Yeah, gonna pop the forward air. And 8BitMan extending his lead quite significantly by this point. I mean, 91%. Against a character like Rob, you're just going to get beat up so much on your approaches. It's almost like fighting against Snake. You're not quite trading with him over and over again because he doesn't have grenades that hit you both, but he does just have that ability to win the war of attrition. Now, Capitancito needs to make quick work of this stock, or at least put a lot of damage up, because he's just getting outpaced so hard by 8BitMan.
Yeah. 8BitMan very well equipped to play this game, and there's the backer right there on that top platform. You brought that up right before the match started about how just detrimental a lot of Rob's aerial kit, really just Rob all around, but most specifically the aerial kit is. The backer, of course, huge hitbox, a lot of damage, and even if you try to punish it, Rob pushes himself back, so not quite the easiest move to deal with. It's just one of those few moves in the game where if you aren't sure if you can punish it, your best bet is to just respect it as much as possible. But with that being said right here, Capitancito in the deficit, he's gonna have to put on a quick percent here and fast. I know the word fast is not really a Meat Gunner's, typical wordage, but you're gonna have to tap into that energy here very soon.
Yeah, that's the downside of playing a zoner. You're so good at extending leads for yourself, but chasing them down can be hard. Oh, the power missile, almost enough to do it. I'm surprised that move has that kind of knockback, but of course, Rob, a heavy guy, he's gonna survive. Now we see this corner trap from 8BitMan, the gyro and the laser in the way of Capitancito, but he slips on by.
There you go. A great shield. Now, what are we looking for here? Okay, gotta respect Rob from up underneath. Up air is coming, especially on a stage like this. I think up tilt, that's right. Up tilt come out very quick. No bat hitbox on it though, so unlike Link or Villagers too, they'll come out very quick and still hit pretty powerfully. That one does not have a back hitbox, so definitely got to face the opponent when you toss that out.
Looking for the finisher with the side B, trying to intercept the recovery. One of Rob's greatest strengths is those edge guards. Of course, you have the recovery to go super deep as well, so you can take all kinds of risks out there. Capitancito, though, he's starting to chip away at this lead. 8BitMan can't feel too comfortable unless he lands an up smash out of shield on an unsafe neutral air. There we go. 8BitMan first on the board. Look at those eyes, man. Yeah. That's a dreamy face.
Yeah, 8BitMan, it's a nice looking man for sure. Shout out to him too. I think he's made the best out of just being stuck at home for the last year or so, practicing on and off the sticks, leveling up both ways, getting that health together. What more can you really ask for? Setting an example. But yes, 8BitMan closing that match out. Started out pretty semi-dominant, but I think towards the tail end, like you talked about, Meat Gunner just has the ability to just kind of chisel away with you. Whether you're winning neutral or not, I just feel like the very nature of this character and what they can do is enough to really, kind of get under that skin. We've seen grenade used at the ledge. I really like that a lot. Again, forces very awkward recoveries, whether you're a character like Cloud and you don't snap right away, or your character like Rob, where you don't have that hitbox, so when it explodes before you snap, it pops you up in the air, Meat Gunner comes in, dash attack, whatever the case may be. So big shout out to 8BitMan for playing around that. Got to be ready for all types of avenues and matchups. And looking at, Meat Gunner, again, I'm not a mathematician, but there's a lot of matchups just in this one character here just because of the set play. So let's go ahead and jump into game number 2 here. We're going to run it right back. Okay, 8BitMan opening up in a major way. A couple forward airs right here to start it off. But one thing I've grown to like about 8BitMan here in this set is that when the pressure gets a little too thick, that we will stand back into the cut as we are supposed to. Oh my lord, don't get spun on. And use laser right there. Just kind of slow the momentum of the game down.
Oh, getting pushed off the stage. No, not going to get the spike lined up. But still a pretty even scrap between these guys. Just a slight lead that's quickly whisked away from Capitancito. How is he going to play the positional advantage? He's not. He's going to get side beat by Rob on the way back to the stage. Very aggressive option by 8BitMan, but he knows he's just got to get rid of that pressure.
Yeah, for sure. And there's that scoop on the up smash I was talking about before. I mean, for the data miners and the the people who care about that, definitely go back and look at that. Now, I know I'm not tripping, but that up smash grabs you from quite the distance away. But I guess I could say the same right there for 8BitMan and their up smash as well. Okay, what's it going? Oh, the get up attack. I mean, you were definitely stuck into a very rough spot. Was able to get right in between 8BitMan and the projectile right there for the back air. Another really tough option. Now, this is a very interesting, just kind of turn of momentum, turn of style right here from Capitancito. Kind of electing to get a little bit more handsy with 8BitMan. Now, I've got to be honest, as much as we talk about the way Rob can be played, 8BitMan always just flips the script and then flips it one more time. If you really try to play that, oh my God, long game, up close game, short game, it don't matter. Capitancito's now putting a point on the board.
Yeah, quite a renaissance compared to the last game. 3 stocks to 1, okay, until he gets sniped by that gyro. 8BitMan gonna take that and run with it for whatever it's worth. Might be too late to make this game in his favor, but it doesn't matter. I think, just figuring out the player you're up against, use that remaining time on the screen to do that.
Got a lot of time here on the board. Like you said, both players have time to kind of figure each other out. Again, I got to say, 8BitMan's never the same player twice, and that's one thing I love about him. His ability to just think on the fly. I mean, most notably in that Mr. E said earlier, so beautiful. But again, the Miis are never the same characters 2 matchups in a row. So, it's just all a matter of timing and pacing right here. And with that in mind, it really seems like Capitancito's the one in real control of it. But for how much longer is the name of the game? Can we get this stock taken? A lot of stuff is being thrown out at the ledge. Gets grabbed, though. There's the up air. Or up tilt, excuse me. No up air. Ooh.
There's another up tilt. Ooh, and the landing trap into down smash. Very clean stuff from 8BitMan. All of a sudden, very much within range for him. Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding. It was a joke, guys.
Damn. Well,
everyone please laugh now.
Hardy hard, my brother. No, I'm kidding.
I appreciate that.
All jokes aside, man. That was a strange ending because I kind of feel like at times, me Gunner, very, very different character. I'm going to use different for lack of better terms until I think of a better word here in a little bit. Wow, teaching English at a middle school, they would be upset with me, but different character for sure. I just feel like when the percents start to kind of trail on, maybe at times the kill options can become a little telegraphed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I guess, same could be said for Rob. I kind of know what this character is looking for. It's just a matter of trying to stop them, but they just, a lot of times, just have much better buttons than you do. Me Gunner on the opposite end doesn't quite have the buttons like Rob does, but does have some pretty telegraphed yet strong options towards the end of the match. So surprisingly enough, it KO'd with Super Missile. I was honestly expecting to see just a barrage or grenade at the end. I mean, just really taking it back to the Collegiate Aces series that we did earlier. I mean, sometimes you don't even have to really get off stage. Me Gunner can just literally throw everything at you. I know we say that a lot, with characters like, the Belmonts and, Pac-Man or whatever, but Me Gunner, you'll see this character dangerous at the ledge.
Yeah, you don't want to be fighting either Rob or Me Gunner on the ledge. And strangely enough, I feel like both of them kind of struggle in the getting off the ledge category as well. Rob's either got his fair that isn't the biggest move and his neutral air that isn't the fastest move. And Me Gunner, not the most intimidating hitboxes on the way back. So you're going to see these guys take ledge traps a very long distance over the course of this set, at least, in an ideal situation.
And they both have the similar strengths, maybe Rob a little bit better, but of course, very, very linear weaknesses. I can see this match right here as we are on small battlefield, staying a little bit more close to the chest. You know, only 1% really here separating both of these two players. And I think that's just a testament to how airtight the competition is here. I love the recovery mix-ups here from 8BitMan. We've seen that again. I hate to keep going back to the Mr. E set because Mr. E, big fan of the gameplay, but you got to be able to mix it up on the way, especially when you have multiple jumps, a lot of gas in the tank, and you're a big target off stage. Watch yourself out there.
Oh, the down throw into nothing. So saucy from Capitancito, saying, I'm very confident you'll probably air dodge or like press a button that's smaller than my up air, because there's every button in the game is smaller than that up air. And the up tilt as well, a really good anti-air move. You see that killing pretty early, like snakes with fire, and somehow less kill power.
Most definitely. And y'all talked about a little bit before how sneakily strong that move is. I mean, it's not the best move in the world, but when it needs to come out, it certainly serves as either a KO extender. Me Gunner can get like dragged down up air into up tilt into some other fanciness, or it could just completely obliterate stocks at the end. But speaking of stocks getting obliterated, Capitancito, good lord.
You know what else is getting obliterated is these spots that let's make big moves, because we are at now 420 attendees out of the cap of 768 for singles. So go ahead and hurry up if you want to get in there. Spend like 20 minutes. So that's insane. Anyway,
there you go. Make some moves for yourself and make sure that they are big moves, okay? Sign up. Keep signing up for this and keep signing up for GOML. Oh yeah, we out.
Ooh. And keep signing up for some missiles to the face if you're 8BitMan. Wow, a 3-stock to conclude game 3 there and put the set actually in Capitancito's favor despite him losing the first game.
Yeah, Capitancito just kind of came out swinging, shooting, whatever you want to call it, whatever verbiage, okay? Definitely just came out very, very strong. And again, a lot of what I thought was going to happen before this match certainly started to happen. Even if you can't hit 8BitMan off stage, most matchups up until this point, he had a pretty okay method of madness getting back to the ledge. Again, love the fact that he knows his character inside and out like that. But, when you just have super missile coming at you, when you have F smash, of course, I can extend over the ledge. If you land incorrectly, down smash on Me Gunner hits both sides, and those hitboxes are pretty strong and explosive. Grenade, I mean, just whatever, we've all seen what this character can do. You really have to play that much more carefully, because even if the move doesn't KO like Super Missile did, it still keeps resetting you and it keeps popping you above the ledge. And Me Gunner, maybe not the best hops in the world, but up air kind of covers that distance to where Me Gunner can't jump and come get you. So with that in mind here, Capitancito looking damn proficient here. 8BitMan, this robot looking a little rusty, but that's okay. If I know 8BitMan as well as I think I do, and I'm sure you've known him probably twice as long as I have, this match is nowhere close to finish, or this set is rather.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got the resilience necessary to bring this one back. Of course, this guy's a Brawl veteran. He's been playing since something like, I'm going to throw out a guess here for his Smashboards join date. It's like 2010 at the latest. So if there's anyone who knows how to do it, he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I trust the longtime players a lot in these situations.
Yeah, because those players who have been in so many years, and again, no disrespect to any of the new blood, because if I'm not mistaken, Capitancito and some other people, I mean, they've been in for a while too, but obviously nowhere near as long as 8BitMan. There's just something about being able to go the distance in a lot of these matchups, and I think we're going to see that most notably here. Okay, getting a little too fancy at the ledge right now. One aspect of this match that we have not seen is the offstage pressure given out by 8BitMan. We've only ever seen it on the other side, so excited to see what we get here, because again, no hitbox from Me Gunner's recovery. Okay, there's the gyro right into the nair. One forward air. Oh, no grab there that time. Maybe wasn't able to get there in time, whatever the case may be, but oh my goodness, Capitancito having just a blast, figuratively and literally right now here on 8BitMan.
Okay, gyro into nothing though. 8BitMan unable to keep the chase going. Of course, when your opponent's at a higher percent like that gyro isn't necessarily auto combos anymore. Oh, and the empty jump at the grab. Yo, Capitancito has really taken over the flow of this set. It just does not feel like 8BitMan's going to have an easy time bringing it back. I mean, despite what the scoreboard says, even just like the feel of things in this match. But never mind, he's kind of firing back right now. Hold up.
Yeah, he's having a lot of fun here. And again, this is what I talked about. I wanted to see what 8BitMan can do when they have Capitancito in disadvantage, but we're not going to see it on that side. We're going to have to see what's going to go down here on this one, because Capitancito making maybe not quick work, but some pretty proficient work there of that first stock on 8BitMan. But yeah, I love how both sides cover themselves. Now I know we talked about 8BitMan just a little bit before, like how they're mixing up the recovery options. That's so awesome. But looking at Capitancito, you know, using grenade on the way down and using to kind of cover themselves, that should be it. Yes, that's most certainly going to do it. But you're gonna need as much coverage as possible on the way down versus both of these two characters. Up air is definitely their middle name. Actually, I actually don't know what Me Gunner's middle name is. But if I could guess, it'd be Up air because that move is ridiculous.
That's me fucking Gunner, baby.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Here we are with 8BitMan stuck at the ledge. A lot of percent on his end right now, though. And I mean, when you're down 2-1, and oh, you need to land something like that. A dunk to the floor of Smashville here. I think he might have just wound up in the main character's house or something, but he's right back in it. And so is 8BitMan.
That's right. 8BitMan holding strong here. That's what you have to do. You know, again, Me Gunner can certainly get under your skin. Oh, there's up there. Okay, not quite enough, but again, we've seen how dangerous Capitancito has been up underneath 8BitMan, but 8BitMan is the one with the lead despite all that dangerousness. Another up air for your troubles, and this is exactly what I was talking about. This is that resilience. This is that OG. I don't even want to say old man. I'm pretty sure we're about the same age, and I'm not old, all right? But that might have charged the charge shot a little too long and was not quite able to make it back towards the ledge. Great stuff right there from 8BitMan. Covering most options on all fronts, not making it easy for Capitancito to come back, and, you know, really working around grenade and super missile as they try to cover themselves back down. 8BitMan, again, showing you why they have the skin in the game that they do. You've just been doing it for so long.
Yeah, you're not going to get one over on him easy just like that, right? It's like you're up 2-1. Sure, you're on set point, et cetera, et cetera. But this guy is spicy. He's going to fire right back, and in a dominant way, too. A 2-stock finish to that game number 4. And what do you know? Looks like we're about to head into game number 5. It's going to be Capitancito's counterpick. That's his reward for going up in the set in terms of game count. But I don't know. I feel like characters like Me Gunner and Rob enjoy similar things, right? They like having a lot of space to move around with. Rob, at least, definitely enjoys the small boundaries of a stage like town and city. So that might be where they differ a little bit. But you definitely want your space as these guys. So we'll see where the final floor plan is going.
Yeah, it almost feels like a high school dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to be the first one to get in the middle and just break the ice? Like, hey, I was watching you from over here, and if it wasn't too much trouble, I would like to do the soldier boy with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to break that ice? Who's going to get out there? And, you know, from what it seems like in this set, you know, whoever kind of breaks that middle point first is usually the one that kind of sets the tone for the game. And so these last couple ones has definitely been Capitancito really coming in and showing how handy Me Gunner can be. Again, not the quickest buttons in the world, but certainly buttons that you don't want to trade with. But, you know, that last one, I've really seen a switch, man. Like, 8BitMan was going ham, you know, in the beginning, kind of started getting slapped up a little bit, and then just decided, you know what? I have gyro. I have laser. I have a lot of long range options, and I kind of outbutton you up close if I can beat you to the swing. Take all of that, dump it into a big old Rob pot and stir it. You know what I'm saying? That's a recipe for greatness. So, or at least if not greatness, a recipe for game 5. I don't want to call anything too early, but friends, let's go ahead and get it. We're going to call the action if nothing else.
All right, here it is. Game 5, Capitancito versus 8BitMan. Me Gunner versus Rob, I think this is a pretty good set for these characters, right? Like, I know everybody dreads watching the zoners, and I think these two have put on a great show. Great representative for their characters as well.
Yeah, definitely more the cooler zoners. I'm saying that in air quotes because, you know, you still might feel a type of way, and that's just all a matter of personal opinion. But just complaints versus what people want to see. I feel like both of these two zone well, but when they start zoning, when you're caught in that explosion, they know how to go for the follow-up. Oh, great spacing. But you know what, though? Me Gunner's going to go for the grab anyway. I like how he kind of faded back because he knew that move was going to miss. Great situational awareness right here from 8BitMan. Okay, another Nair taking the platform away, and right as you get caught in disadvantage, oh my God, a grenade comes out, but a grenade is not going to be able to save because there's the gyro, and here's a hungry 8BitMan off stage. Oh, ah! Oh yes, the double dip. It's cool. We can double dip now. We're all back. It's cool. Okay, more grenade play at the ledge. Again, Rob's such a big body. very easy target. I mean, you got to pretty much try to miss Rob out at the ledge, at least in disadvantage.
Hey, 8BitMan hanging on to this lead, looking to make it even larger. But wow, I'm surprised he survived that up tilt. We saw that kill effortlessly in one of the previous games. Now hanging on well past his wear. 165 on this Rob. I know he's a big guy, but you don't want to see your opponent living that long regardless of who they're playing. Capitancito now has to just force a kill somehow. Ooh, and 8BitMan gives it to him, rolling right into that up tilt. Yet again, such a good finisher for this character.
Yeah, and it goes back to what you talked about before, Max. I mean, both of these two cut from a very similar cloth. They're both kind of looking for that roll in because up tilt and up smash, even though they both kind of hit differently, they both set them up for greatness. And I guess we can say that for most good up tilts and up smashes in Ultimate. That's kind of the nature of this game, but up smash such just a tough move to work around on Me Gunner and just as tough on Rob's behalf. Up tilt can certainly say the same. See, that's what I'm talking about. They get up close, and you know you're going to see it coming.
That back air would have been fatal as well. Crazy that it didn't connect, but 8BitMan still chipping away here. I mean, he's got a very solid lead. I think it would be super hard for him to drop the match at this point, but I don't know. These guys, of course, full of surprises. Cannot call a match in a game like Smash until it's actually over. Wow, missing the interception.
Oh! Okay. Once more with the down smash. Now, obviously, getting the right hitboxes, getting the right attacks, but just in the wrong direction. And, you know, Capitancito very mindful of that. Understanding how Rob's hitboxes send you. Knocking on death's door here sooner or later, no matter which way it's going to send you, is going to be enough to KO. Nair's going to do it. There's the star KO. 8BitMan looking damn good here. 56%, 2 stocks. Capitancito has some explaining to do, my friends.
Okay. This is not the worst situation for Capitancito. You know, I was almost counting him out earlier, but I think if he gets a quick kill here, which is certainly possible, but not easy for a character like Me Gunner, possible.
Right. Anything is certainly possible here with both of these two characters, man. Both of these two players, man, just really defying the odds on their journey here to top 6. I guess top 8, you know, is what we're in, but, you know, we jumped on the top 6, whatever. But whatever, the back air is going to do it. And only 7%, we got ourselves an even game. Now, I would expect both of these two to play very carefully around each other, very mindful of what hits and what does not hit up close. Great parry. Short hop in there, no grab for you there that time. That should have resulted into down throw up air from Me Gunner. Of course, 8BitMan not allowing that anymore.
Yo, Rod, how did this get so close? How did Capitancito sneak into the lead right now? Oh, if he hit that tech chase, that would have been devastating. But now we're approaching a last stock, last hit, game 5.
And it's looking good here. I gotta say, I love the way 8BitMan is just all over Capitancito on shield, you know, crossing him up with Nair, crossing him up with back air. But Nair out of shield catches it. So you have to watch, be mindful of what Me Gunner can do up close. 8BitMan, this match starting to roll away from him. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Getting some charge on that neutral B is going to be essential to Capitancito's chances here. That is, of course, probably the best finisher in this character's book. Wow. I thought someone was going to die there.
I most certainly did as well. A little quick on the draw, or maybe it was a bait. Regardless, it's just one of those moves that demand respect. So if you aren't sure you got the punish in time, don't try to punish it. There's a gyro. No laser, the grenade, and the down smash. I believe that might have poked shield, maybe? There's no way they dropped shield. 8BitMan.
Bro, after all of that, Capitancito is putting in so much work to bring it back and just ends up falling a little bit short. The down smash from Rob, you see, of course, it sends based on the way that Rob is facing. I'm quite sure. I know in Smash 4 is a little more random, but the first time we saw it in that match, it sent all the way out to the right at like 160, didn't kill. But then at the end, 117, I think, after the hit, really early. So that's a strong move. You do not want to trifle with that, and you don't want to trifle with 8BitMan's Rob, because he might just knock you out at 5th place. Congratulations to him for moving on now into the top 4 of the tournament. But Capitancito, what a great run. Great representative for DR. Of course, Sonic, you see him playing in a lot of online events. Omar is also a frequent guest. Strong country, and I think I would really like to see more of them at some live events because, you know, obviously it's hard to travel when you're all the way out in the ocean and all the tournaments are here in the mainland of North America. But these guys are definitely threats, and you should definitely be looking out for them.
Yeah, and I also love the fact that we're just getting a lot of character variety. I know it's the age-old trope, you know, that people like to talk about or whatever in Ultimate, but, you know, we don't get to see a lot of Me Gunner. I think I see maybe one on average, and I'm not, again, a mathematician. I'm a word guy. But I think just on average, I see one maybe every so many tournaments, and it varies certainly in positioning. It could be, of course, as late as top 8, or it could be as early as pools, depending on what stream and who's in and what the region is. So, big shout out to Capitancito, somebody who plays a little me gunner themselves. Very nice to see them kind of talk about, or to kind of show on stream why that character is as dangerous as I said that they were. People didn't believe me. I was like, hey, look, I feel like me gunner's kind of crazy in this game, maybe more than the last title. They was like, nah, Rod, you tripping. I'm like, you know what, sometimes seeing is believing. I'm not the
Yeah.
person to make you believe. It has to be somebody as talented as Capitancito.
Bro, I think the character is a little bit underrated, and I can't blame people for, reacting cautiously to a statement like that. Like, me gunner of all the characters, you're gonna call it underrated, but I do agree. I think all of the Miis actually kind of have some secret sauce, and you're very prone to not knowing a matchup like that and getting clapped up when you run into somebody good with them. So make sure you practice every matchup, guys. It's not Smash 4. We don't, refer to the Miis as not characters anymore. Well, I do, but I'm not leading by example here. I'm just telling you what to do.
Now I hear you, man. And I share the same sentiment, man. It's tough in this game. Again, so many matchups, and the matchups are ever changing. With patches, and of course we got another character coming out here pretty soon. That's going to be a whole nother just world of hurt that character is probably going to put us in for a few months until we figure it out. So yes, keep grinding though. To round that all off, the more you practice, the better you get. Should be very self-explanatory. Practicing could be as simple as playing with your buddies, or it could be studying old matches. All right.